It's not what I meant to work. I didn't see that dust. Oh, yes, I did. Cool. Okay. Now, I'm good. Okay, good, cool, awesome, sweet, sick, yeah. Alrighty, cool. Fuck. That is not what I meant to, what the hell just happened? What the f... Whew. Okay, now we're good. Now I am good. Okay. So we do that. And then I go munch on the sandwich. And while I'm doing that, I will go click, 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 click. And I could, like, add a thing, but... Actually, I'll add the picture, but I won't do numbers. Just so I, like, have it here. Yeah. Cool. And then we just move over here and wait. So from 9 to 4 to 9 to 4 to 9 to 4. I was about to hit the power button because I was used to using the 3DS the other day. I should probably have shared out the fact I'm streaming, but honestly, does it really make too much of a difference? Not really. Oh, the Pokemon tail also turns like a green. Didn't remember that part. I remembered the things being yellow and brown respectively, but... I don't have Star Rail to play for a while, so maybe at some point I'll switch my other gacha games or something. But for now, we're gonna go in on Titan Null as hard as possible. These things are just extra. wish it actually made that look nicer, but and at least I'm like on the review channel, I'm in front of my fan, so the nice stuff over there can be seen. So that's something. Why on the multi-stream chat? Why is there not an option? Like I am live on. Okay, so it's not showing YouTube chat. Plus it's automatically on mixed chat and I just didn't notice. Whatever. Never mind. Dyslexic. Mine's 8 6s. They all look similar. Starting to get chilly. I should probably turn that off at some point. Though it might turn itself off at some point for a while. When do we start that? 34? Okay, so like 5:05. That's when it will be fully completed. And speaking of eyes, mine are kind of hurting right now, so I think I'm also really gotta get those other things I got from Mama put up somewhere. Like I need wall hanger, put some over there, and put one. I don't know what else right, but another would be on the camera. It would be cool if, like, after all this time of hunting, I don't know if I can get it within a short time. Because, I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon hunt, and probably some Pokemon I can hunt easier in the DS than the Switch. So, like, if I don't gotta spend all the time left I got on the 3DS for Type Null, that'd be pretty cool. I want to figure out how Google Docs work so I can, like, make a spreadsheet. Just, like, Google it or something. That makes sense. Come on, puppy. You've been making me wait for way too long. Also, should like totally put everything that's in my 3DS games that is relevant to shinies in home ahead of time, or at least like put everything collectively in there that is existing in my games that I've shiny hunted and not done that with yet. I'm sure there's a small handful of Pokemon that are that. Look at all those Pokemon sleeping so soundly. Right, it's her live stream, so I won't even be able. Oh, right, the Sword Art theme. Right? No. Full Metal. I listened to two different covers by Alma, and they're usually back to back on my playlist. So that's why I disrespected Full Metal like that. My bad. I should do another test. Well, I should did one of those when I already with that. This. Cool, that did come through. Alright, neat. So both are in here. been doing this off and on for a long time. Pretty cool if you like got those brown accents. That doesn't... Wait, pause, hold on. Like I haven't actively streamed in God, a month. I'll need to be better about that. Well, I'll stream this today, and maybe I'll stream the Star Rail story tomorrow. Maybe I'll just record it and stream something else. We'll see. Hey, Mikey. Not much is going on. How are you doing today? Cool, cool. Good to do, good to do. Nice seeing you. Come in. Just, yeah, with the whole Pokemon Bank thing, really the only chance I have to get this guy unless he's gonna be available in Wii or something. Which I could honestly see them putting him in Wii because, like, his design fits a tropical kind of atmosphere in a way, too. Speaking of vibing, though, sometimes glitch music makes me tired, but in general, it's definitely a vibe. Yeah, I kind of agree. Like, the shinies are at least decent, but they could be better. I like Silvelli's better, for sure. Because, like, this thing, eh. Like, it's noticeable for sure, but not with terrible lighting or something. Which, at least it's not the other one. True, true. Like, the difference is kind of noticeable, but just barely. And the tail's like the most noticeable part, but the tail is like so thin you can't really tell. But luckily I only need like the one of these because I obtained a shiny event one for Cell Valley, so that's at least one of the two out of the way. But this thing right here, yeah, it got no event. Because there are some cases for legendaries and mythicals for the living dex thing where I will totally make a pass on it for Pokemon Go or an event if there's no realistic way to get it. And hunting this thing twice, theoretically I could do, but with how long this one's taking me, yeah, no, I'll wait for it to re-release on the Switch at some point. Might go back to trying to double up on Regice with a 3DS game just to maybe get it done finally, because that's another one I've been very off and on with that has taken way too long. Maybe I've already gotten it once in my history, because, you know, its shine is definitely terrible. Probably actually caught the thing 100 times because I thought it looked a little bluer than normal. But the caves in Sword and Shield lighting are not the best. Do I even have Regice available in any of the 3DS games still? I think I'm saved in front of it in Ultra Moon or something. Or at least I might still have it. I think there might be a couple shinies in the wormholes I could go after and check. I could always just speedrun the game and do them fresh. just give it the extra mana before it. Okay, so in another minute I can claim the last of the eggs and then start going round and around and around and around. Oh, spent so long my controller turned off. Whatever. Okay, when I get to the screen to accept it, that's when I'll do the thing. Yeah, I can understand that. Soul Valley's really cool. Arceus does arguably have the better ability in multi-type, but RKS Force, or is that what it is? I think so. System? No, RKS System? Yeah, I think that's what it is. It also does some pretty cool stuff, similar to how Gensect has its thing. Though, comparing that kind of thing, I think Gensect probably has it the worst. The drives are neat, but it's definitely the worst. Duck. How none of the ducks I've ever gotten in this game have been shiny? It's crazy. Yeah, Gensup's a cool Pokemon as well in concept and design. Shiny's really nice. Then again, I'm biased towards red. Why is that what that spot is? Like, of everything I'm doing here, I think the thing I would probably want the most to happen first is the first shiny duck, just so I can get it out of the way. Or, you know, the first shield on, that'd be pretty cool too. Is that 4 or 5? Because I've never played the game where Shieldon would be easier to hunt than Granitos. Because, you know, of course. Technically I could, you know, fossil hunt it in Brilliant Diamond, but that does not sound like a fun time. In general, yeah, I like Arceus. The Arceus is shiny. The yellow is really nice. It did look better in 2D. It's still not bad in 3D. Do I still need to hunt that? I don't think so. I think I have an event one, so I could, but I don't have to. But yeah, the shiny is good. In 3D, not as much, but still, again, better than some things. Like, is it my favorite yellow shiny? No. In 2D, maybe it's up there. But it's a good shiny. And it looks even cooler with some of the different plates. Like a couple of the darker ones with the shiny look really cool. Yeah, I get that feel with the 3D aspect of things. Why am I hurting my neck looking up and I could just look at the screen over here? Come on, dummy. It is. Surely. Because, I mean, you wouldn't want to eat that yellow snow. Might, like, destroy you. Alright, I need to add a Nightbot for my Gotcha channel too, I think. I don't think I ever did that. Damn. 3 out of 5 females is crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure 100% of starters have a 13% chance to be female. Well, a little less than that, but I'm not going into percentages. I guess I technically don't count Pikachu and Eevee for that either, because I think theirs are slightly different. Realistically, I thought I had gotten a second Pink Croc at some point, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I was dreaming it. Maybe I overwrote it because things happen. Maybe it got deleted because people have always said Pokemon in Pokemon Home get deleted sometimes, which is strange, but I think I've also lost some other stuff, so maybe? I moved things to ultra low latency too, so like hopefully it hasn't made things any like bad ways of different. I don't think I've seen any excessive lag on the viewing end of things though. On the slobs end of things it looks a little fluky, but did Sneasel and Bastiodon not do anything? Because, like, I'm getting all starters here, which is not a bad thing necessarily. Because obviously, again, I still need their shinies, but like... There's two that are in that last box. Anything relevant? I'll probably stick them on the end of my running, but because I don't remember what they are, and I can't delete eggs. I don't even think I can delete eggs in Pokemon Home. Conceptually, I understand why, but here duck, there duck, everywhere duck, duck. And this one's a shiny duck. I'm manifesting shiny duck. Okay, that's a croc. Gator? No, it's a croc. Its middle evolution is literally Crocalore. Which honestly is not that terrible of a Pokemon design. Like, I get what they were going for with it. Is it a little silly? Sure. But I get what they were going for with it. That one's a little loud. Like, I do wish for the live stream the music could be more even volumed, but I get why I can't. It's not something she can really control. I think. Maybe. To the box with ye. I used Quaquable first, honestly. I love the duck from the beginning. And, like, at first it kind of reminded me of Johnny Bravo for some reason, but now I kind of feel like if there was a modern-day sequel to Colin XD, Mirabee would probably use it alongside Ludicolo. And realistically, I did use this thing after that for the other copy and used Fuecoco last for a third playthrough. I love Fuecoco. I do love my silly guys, but the other two seemed a lot more tempting to run with. Which is weird considering the first two gyms are bug and grass, but... How many eggs do I have? Like 2 box worth? Maybe something cool can pop? That'd be neat. also like reorganize my stuff in this game because I really don't do as much as I used to. Maybe keep like some cool mark Pokemon in it, but that's about it. Like all those Torchic and stuff. Actually, wait, some of those are from my living decks. Maybe I should just put those back in my living decks and rehunt them at some point or something. Or just cancel that series that I was doing because I don't play this game anymore. Probably that. Maybe that. I'll just stick the ones back in my home and figure that out in the future. I still do have the footage from that playthrough. Wait, alright. Oh, I did. Yeah, I definitely get that. Fuecoco's a definitely a lovable guy. Because I do love all the derpy Pokemon. I just, for some reason, yeah, didn't grab him the first time around. I do understand your respect for Meowscarada. I definitely respect a lot too. Especially when it comes to like Pokerogue or something, because it's a beast in Pokerogue. I'm gonna get back to streaming that too at some point, maybe. Yeah, honestly, Paldea really didn't miss with any of the starters, realistically. Like, perspectively, one of them might be weaker than the other to somebody, but I like them all. Though the shiny on the cat, unfortunately, is not the best. Like, the purple eyes are kind of neat and at least kind of noticeable, but... Duck has it pretty bad, too. I feel like cat probably gets it the worst through the whole line. Yeah, that's understandable. A lot of the grass starters have been very cool. I'm usually fire with some water, and I think I've picked a grass starter in my, lifetime of playing. I think it was Turtwig. Maybe I picked Grookey for my Sword or Shield run through. I don't remember. And obviously, like I said, I picked that thing. So 2 or 3 of them. Did I ever pick Bulba first? I feel like I probably did at some point. See, I know your shiny's brighter, but that looked brighter than normal. Like, I can say I don't experience all the bad stuff people have said about this game, but this, yeah, this is definitely one of those things. To each their own. Yeah, that's the fun part about Pokemon is opinions kind of make the game a variety of playthroughs. And Infernape really was just kind of shoved down our throats in 4th gen. Like, Charmander is the based one because it's what most people started with, so yeah, that's kind of the generalized thing now. Cyndaquil, I've always had mixed opinions about Cyndaquil. I feel like it did get a little cooler in Hisui, but I always had mixed opinions about Cyndaquil. And, well, obviously Torchic. Again, Chimchar and that whole line, they could have done better. they shoved it down our throats, and for that they could have done more with it. I really liked Embor. I don't know why. Probably again just because it was kind of Tepig was kind of cute and just a silly guy, so I liked it. Did I ever do much with Fennekin? I feel like I picked Fennekin for probably one of my playthroughs. Probably. I think by that age I was like aware of certain things, so I like at that time probably felt weirder about it, so I probably avoided it a little bit, but I don't remember. Right now I think it's a cool Pokemon, obviously. And its Mega is pretty cool too. Which, for, you know, intents and purposes of shilling, I'll hatch everything I've been... Okay, yeah, I'm totally paying attention. I've been going over Fire Stars in my mind. Anyway, yeah, Schmelfa video on the YouTube channel. People should totally check that out. Anyway, yeah, Fennekin's a cool Pokemon now. What was Gen 7? Litten. Yeah, Litten. I like Litten. Litten's cool. I definitely used that for one of my first two playthroughs. I do wish it got a little more love in more recent games where they've been getting, like, cooler forms and stuff, because Incineroar is nice, the Shiny's cool, but, like, being stuck in an era where your gimmick was Z-moves, its unique Z-move is really cool, but... Yeah, and those are all very fair opinions, honestly. I can't really fight on much. Torracat's a really cool middle stage. Like, it's pretty simple and, you know, basic and all that, but it's honestly one of the cooler designs of that gen. As for Cinderace, I think I like it a lot because I, like, have... I'm not a huge soccer fan, but I do like soccer. Probably because a couple of the anime I watched growing up had soccer as a feature. So I just kind of, like, innately liked soccer. So I do now like a lot of things that take inspiration from soccer. And ending off with, yeah, again, Fuecoco, who... Cool mon. Sturpy and Skeletor just terrifying with Torch Song and things like Throat Spray. If I had to pick a top 3 of the fire starters, well, 2 more in my top 3. Incineroar. Yeah, Incineroar, Skeleturge. Yeah. Oh, that worked. Did I just shine? No, of course not. Jelsara, hi, welcome on in. How are you doing? Much appreciated for stopping by. And I agree, Mikey. The Paldea, or the Galar? I say Gen 8, yeah, Galar. The Galar starters were nice and all, but not the best. Like, they each had their own things about them that made them cool, but they weren't the greatest. I'm doing alright, Chelsara. Just kind of a vibe day. Got some time to finally get back to streaming and working on other stuff, so I'm gonna try and be better about popping up over on one or the other platform, if not both, at all time, more often. And hopefully I can stick to that. I appreciate you stopping in, and hopefully you enjoy the vibes. I answer whatever I can when people say stuff, and, got some nice glitch for vibes. Though personally, sometimes it's a little tiring. I just did it again. I literally just did that 5 minutes ago where I ran after hashing everything, and yeah, that didn't go well. Again, really, no shield on or Sneasel. Crazy. I've only seen starters so far. I feel like my camera probably should not be going like that, but whatever. It's scarvi. You take what you can get as long as things don't break. Like, my game's always been good about that. But sometimes, yeah. Yeah, I didn't run into as many bugs as other people did personally. Like, I saw a lot of crazy stuff happen to people that I had never seen on my end. And then there's other things that, yeah, were a bit weird. Like, I was playing Ogre Ousting once, and just when we could have won, I got, like, stuck on top of one of the goalposts or whatever. So we kind of couldn't finish. And, yeah, that kind of sucked. Or, like you've seen when hatching eggs, the, like, bottom half of the screen just kind of fades out. There was only 3, right? Yeah. Can we see a Sneasel or Shieldon just to see? Oh, okay. Just to prove that, like, they were bred. Because I know they were definitely in there. I know for sure that they both can be bred. At least I'm pretty sure. Now again, more Pokemon and probably various number chance for stuff to end up shiny. Or to end up in the egg. The fact it's been only the starters, though? Weird, weird, weird. Come on, I got one more to go, I think. Or was that 5? That was 5. It'd be cool if after this entire egg session that type Null that's been waiting is shiny. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that'd be cool. I won't lie though, scarvi is definitely good to use for doing 3DS hunts. Because, like, the idle time in between waiting for eggs, I can be doing something on the 3DS end. I wish you luck in hunting it. I unfortunately still need one for my living deck, so I can't help on the trade part. And I could offer, you to join the Discord and try looking there, but my Discord, sadly, at the current time, is not as active as I might like. So, that'd mostly just be used for keeping updates on whenever I, stream or something. But I do wish you luck in either case and hope you can find it. And also same, Mikey, I am very excited for Weewa and picking the lizard first. Unless official information was released about the starter or about the evolutions, and they look icky. But it'll probably be Gekko and Pom Bomb for me. In general, I've been a streamer for probably 6 years. A little more maybe. Not as active as I definitely would like, and I need to get back into it because I've been terrible about frequency. But yeah, I've been in the streaming game for 6 years and improving little by little. At least I'd like to think I have. Though, to continue the aspect of mentioning stuff, I have been uploading videos on this YouTube channel for a lot longer than that you can go ahead and check out anytime, and that'd be much appreciated. Smile, please, thanks, and hit the like button and all that good stuff. Alright, chilling over. Did I hatch all of them again? I need to stop doing that. Yeah, I like mystery, but at least like what they look like, Yeah, if you do, that's much appreciated, Shazar. I can't say they're the best, but I work hard and always appreciate comments in the videos and stuff for how I might be able to do better than just what I do and figure out to do. Definitely more I could have done with that Schmelfa video, but it already taken 7-8 months to put up, so yeah, I just gotta pull the trigger. Oh, hush up, you. I don't know why this cat meow. She's been very needy lately. Bear and Batman. That's adorable. I mean, I feel bad for them that that's what they think when you just move your purse, but That's kind of adorable for their names, and honestly, their actions are kind of adorable. But that's definitely needy too. You know, like this little one. I'll let the cats in my room because, well, you see the shelf of stuff over there. Don't need them to knock any of that over, or the stuff over here. Yeah, animals are silly sometimes. Sometimes you gotta feel bad for them. Like, I feel bad hearing her cry out there, and, well, you probably feel bad for them when they do that. But that's why we love our animals. Because for better or worse, they have their own minds about how things work. Agreed, Mikey. As soon as I saw Totodile was going to be a starter option, I grabbed it right up. Because, like, I knew... Excuse you! I knew there was going to be new Megas, so I wanted to see what the new Mega looked like. And honestly, in closed form, it looks really cool for Mega Feraligatr. But open form, yeah, it does look kind of awkward. Do I need one more? Okay, no, that was 5. I got 1.5 more rounds of eggs. And then I go back to Null while I get more eggs. Now, could one of these last 7 eggs be a shiny, maybe? 8 eggs? 7 eggs. Oh, that's really cool. I never soft reset for a shiny in one of the super old games like that. Maybe one of these days, if I think it'll make a good thing to do for a stream or something, I'll do Fire Red, Leaf Greener. Ooh, actually, Ruby Sapphire, maybe Emerald are supposed to come to the store. Maybe I'll soft reset for the Torchic, because, you know, on brand. Yeah, getting all the way back in Soul Silver, that's really cool. Always seen people do that and had the thought of doing it because the screen for it looks really cool since it's just like you flip it over and it's shiny or it's not. You need nothing. You're just being a brat. Agreed. Like, the Totodile head, really cool, but yeah, it just could have been better. The shiny Mega's at least neat. Oh, that's actually even cooler than when you kind of just have the shiny come up and it's like, oh, why does this look different than I've seen with my friends? Tell you what, brat. I'll check on your stuff to make sure you're good after I finish these eggs. Just so maybe she'll shut up for a minute. She probably won't, but... You know, like, I've heard a bunch of stuff about the Ruby Sapphire dropping on Switch, both from reliable and random sources, so I'm not sure what to believe. Every time it looks brighter than the last. And yeah, she is adorable, but definitely a brat. A lot more, you know, over the course of the last month or so, probably. And, like, at first I could understand why. But now I don't know. True. Like, it used to be the smallest. Not the youngest, mind you, but the smallest. That was like always making an ass of herself and meowing and yelling and all that all the time. Okay, what do you guys have in you? I'm curious. I think they all just take turns at who's gonna be the biggest, diva for a while, as you put it, because they are, they're all a bunch of divas, honestly. That is wild, Mikey. But hey, you could always, like, find a way, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Because I do highly recommend experiencing Emerald as Emerald at least once. Especially because it's one of the only game that has a battle frontier, at least a good one. Okay, this is one of the random extra eggs. It's another Litten. And a random cat. Yeah, again, it's crazy how none of the Shieldon or Sneasel popped up, because, like, they're clearly right here. So, like, I don't know, man. Okay, well, it seems like she's quieted, but I also need to grab a drink anyway. So I think first I'm gonna hit this button. No shiny. Yeah, I kind of get what you mean. Like, you will like to experience it on some form of actual hardware as opposed to any form of emulation or something. Crap. Oh well. It was empty enough it didn't spill. Oh, is it? It's because I didn't put Everstones on them. That's why it didn't work. Ha ha. I'm stupid. Okay. So, let's try that again. Not what I meant to do. I really wish you could just, like... didn't I just... Oh, wait. I can't spell. Okay. Now we're good. I'm dumb. Kind of forgot they had to hold the Everstone. So I'll both get to the screen where I can accept his type null, and the screen where the timer will start ticking down for the eggs before I go grab a drink. that down there. Wait. Oh, and I can actually wait until the 0 so I can make my counting a lot easier. Can we tick over to the 0 so I can do the thing? Thank you. And I know you just kicked back on, but I'm actually still pretty chill, so I'll just turn you off. I will be right back. Alright. Yeah, I see that. I see that. Especially if you play with your keyboard when emulating stuff as opposed to a controller. It definitely feels a lot different in that way. Yeah, I will be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink and stuff. If you only have one, grab one as well. Remember, hydration. Okay. Yeah, emulating RPGs when playing on a keyboard, definitely not a vibe. Like, you kind of can play the game, but never get the same feel of it. Even a game like Pokemon. Really? I was 10 seconds off from grabbing my controller and it just turned off on me. I do feel dumb having not put Everstones on the other two going into that last batch of eggs, but I fixed my mistake before I went into round 2, so it's all good. Bulbaking, hello, hi, welcome on in. I'm sorry, shiny Bulbaking. Gotta respect, fully. And thank you for saying that, much appreciated. And again, appreciate the subscription. Hopefully your day's going good and alright, and hopefully you have a good time chilling. Not the most talkative person, but I do try to speak up a little bit more often. Alright, well, I'll just keep it simple. Well, have we crossed paths before at some point? I do dip my head into, like, Rich's stream and obviously Vandy's stream and stuff. Oh. Oh yeah, I did give someone some advice like that somewhere not too long ago. Yeah. I'm not like the greatest with technology, but some simple stuff like that. Yeah, no problem. I got you. Might be I did actually give help like that. That might have sounded weird out of context, but I do actually remember helping somebody with that. That's the sad part. I got a lot of sarcastic comments, but I actually think that's genuine, and yeah, no problem. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. Hey, makes sense, Mikey. Kind of like I would rather shiny hunting for a starter be on an actual console that I might be able to keep it for whatever amount of time I keep it for. I mean, they're supposed to connect Fire Red Leaf Green to home, and apparently they're doing a thing for Celebi if you fill out the decks like they did with other games. So that's cool, I guess. Welcome back, Chelsara. Yeah, Chelsara. I wonder what they give us for completing the decks if Ruby Sapphire does get on the Switch. It'd be ironic if it was Jirachi, considering I just got my shiny Jirachi from Go. Oh, I didn't mean to click the button again. Do you think I need to transfer that Jirachi to home? Or do I have my Jirachi in home? I don't remember. also definitely have to update my numbers for my shiny living decks. That I see the numbers are not on this screen, but I don't think I could fit anything more than maybe the living dex number on here anyway. Put it like over there or something. Maybe I should just get a new double screen. Probably somebody I can talk to about that. I don't do much for commissions anymore, but probably some stuff I should start. I will say it's a breath of fresh air not getting a bunch of people coming through my, streams since I haven't streamed for forever that are always offering stuff. Because that used to bug me. It's actually good to, like, have a stream back where not only are people actually here, but they're genuine people. And I appreciate y'all for being here. Come on, puppy. Just be shiny. Vibes are good. Why don't you want to join us? Platinum is definitely the best experience for Sinnoh. Diamond and Pearl were not great either, but obviously they were the start to better things. BDSP, they could have done so much more if it was Game Freak. But unfortunately, Ilka just, like, added some better things, and then some things that were kind of unnecessary. And then when you look at the better things, it's also like they could have done more with that. Like, take radar chaining. Yeah, cool, they added the whole thing where the sparkle stays up after it shows up, but they did not really change the odds of a chain breaking or not very much. A little bit, but not enough to make a significant difference. The legendaries were easier to find and huntable, so that was cool. But the whole underground thing, that was not as good as people made it out to seem. I kind of like their Safari Zone. And then that's another thing, the E4. The E4 they at least made kind of difficult, unless you, like, over-leveled. So that was kind of neat, I guess. So while there are good aspects of the game, they're just... yeah, there was so much more they could have done. I feel the same way about BDSP, the way Vandy feels about this. yeah, like, fair opinion, you know, Jilsara. And the underground opinion, also fair. The whole fossil, yeah, the actual point of the underground, aside the new stuff with shiny hunting, could have been better as well. Because the RNG of the stones and fossils and stuff was just like a lot higher than it probably could have been. Weird, the only 2 eggs showed up in that one. I think I did have to at one point dig for specific items, and it took way too long. And I think that's another thing those statues probably could have been used for, is like to increase the chance of certain items showing up when you're digging. Because it barely worked to increase the types of Pokemon in the domains, so it could have been used for that as well. You know, say when you have a bunch of fire type statues or whatever, fire type stones are more likely to show up. That kind of thing. Not just like maybe more fire types will show up in the related domains. Yeah, and that's the worst. Shiny Stone, since only like 3 Pokemon evolve with it, one of the worst ones to have tried to get, since I think the chance was like 5% or something. As for Gliscor, I respect that. Gliscor is an awesome Pokemon. Like, they always try to do it, honestly, how it deserves in ROM hacks and stuff. I remember playing, I think I used it in my playthrough of Sacred Gold all those years ago. I miss playing games like that, honestly. Like the Gotta Catch 'em All series I did of Sacred Gold, that was very fun. Or if Drayano still does things. Or if anybody has done something like Sacred Gold since. And that was always a weird thing about 4th Gen too. Why did they lock certain items that are needed to evolve Pokemon for that gen to the post game? Like, wouldn't you want people to experience, I don't know, the full part of the Pokedex instead of just like part of it in the main game? Like, the Legends, obviously, I get locking to the post game or whatever, or Mythicals in a case or two, but you'd think from the actual decks you'd want people to be able to do everything with it. You know, for Fire Red Leaf Green, I kind of understand region locking Crobat and stuff like that, but in the case of Platinum, where you literally are introducing the new Pokemon, why didn't you want people to be able to use those things? Oh, I get text in the way. That was all better. Mm-hmm. Like my cousin was supposed to bring me something, but pretty sure he would like called, texted, came up and rang the doorbell, thinking he might have his grandmother's mindset to where he just doesn't bother to do things like that. Nowadays, she's old as hell, but even when she could move, she didn't bother. See, people are just outside honking for the sake of honking, I guess. Yep. Yep, like 10 seconds after I hit 10. I have 2 more rounds of eggs I can snag, and then it's time to go round and round again. To which, if I make anybody Disney, almost said Disney, dizzy when I do that, I apologize, but it's how hatching eggs goes. Dog getting on my nerves. Actually, I guess it'd be more dog-like than anything. I also looked at the wrong part of the layout for what I was trying to do. No shiny Null yet. And I'll be doing another egg rotation in like 8 minutes, so we can hope for the best. Oh, and let me go over Twitch side so I can see what that was. Yeah, I don't know. It denied it because of art. I don't think that's one of my personal blocked words, so you got me. Twitch's auto mod is crazy. Okay. Like, I see some things when I'm, on Vandy's side that befuddle me. Sometimes I get it, but other times I'm just looking at, like, wait, why are you blocking that? But, yeah, I totally get that and respect that. Giratina's definitely in my top 5 as far as box art legends go. Maybe legends in general, even. Did I block? Oh no, yeah, okay, maybe I did block the word art because I did mention earlier I used to have a bunch of people coming in with the whole, hey, do you need emotes or designs or layouts or blah 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 blah. So yeah, actually I probably did have art as a personally blocked word because of that kind of thing. Yeah, okay, so I guess that is my bad. But at least, yeah, I have good reasoning for it because people were. Oh, maybe we got past that arc of things on Twitch, though. Maybe. Like, maybe I can take those words off from being blocked and banned and all that, and, you know, people won't just come in here and be pests. Giratina is insane. Giratina is him. It? Nah, the term is him, I guess, and since Giratina is gender neutral, I guess that would be the, like, memeable way of it. I don't know. No. Oh? I found a little red Galarian Zigzagoon when you started Sword and Shield. That's actually pretty impressive, like the Totodile thing. Must have some crazy luck. I think my only full odd shiny without trying was when I was playing through Alpha Sapphire so I could finish the game and get to my shiny charm, and I found a Zubat, which I was already going for my shiny decks at the time, so that was actually good timing. Pretty sure that was a flea. Don't be getting fleas in my room, asshole. Just accidentally hit my DS. I always worry when I hit old technology. But then I also have to remember the older technology, the more resilient it is. Like, some new technology is pretty sturdy sometimes, but you can't smack a new age TV the same way you would from the 90s. Same with a computer monitor. You can't even put queso on your screen without breaking it. Great picks, great picks. Yveltal would also probably be in my top 5. Well, these days I gotta do one of those, like, ranking videos of stuff like that. Like, actually just sit down and think about it. Maybe redo that starter one that I put in Vandy's channel. Because I did just kind of, like, speedrun that because I was modding and eating at this time, so I just kind of went bloop, 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 bloop. not falling asleep on me because I'm 10 seconds late to grabbing it. Stinky. I really like Xerneas as well. The Geomancy form is really cool. I don't know if you've ever, like, seen much Star Rail gameplay or anything, but the one boss that they put into the game years ago, or well, the game's only 2.5 years old, like, year one of the game, kinda reminded me of Xerneas. How'd I get less eggs? Whatever. Less eggs means less effort to hatch them, I guess. Like, off top of my head, like, legendaries, not mythicals. No particular order. Yveltal, Giratina. Probably Groudon, because while I started in Kanto, Hoenn's my home. Lunala? Lunala would probably be up there. What would a fifth be if I were just to think off top of my head? Entei? Maybe Entei. Entei's a good kitty. Favorite shiny Pokemon. Weirdly, this topic comes up a lot, and I don't think I've ever given the proper thought to it. I feel like There you go. Okay, the Everstone was the answer. You know, honestly, I feel like I do really like Honedge. I feel like Honedge might be up there for my favorite shiny. Again, I don't know if it is my actual favorite, but I feel like it's up there for my favorite. I wonder if there's a ranking list. Actually, they do have that website for favorite shiny Pokemon and stuff. I'll find that. Hey, Mikey, do you have the link to that? Yeah, because, like, I never could find that when all the creators were doing it and other people were doing it for fun and stuff. Like, I tried Googling it before, but I couldn't find the right site. I do remember a bunch of people in the server having done it before. Oh, that was fine. Okay. But yeah, Hone Edge is what I'm going with for now, since that's the first one that came to mind, because I do really like red shinies. At first, Rayquaza came to mind, but I think that might be a little based. Ooh, actually, no. Ooh, maybe Primal Groudon, actually. Because I really like that black and yellow mix on Primal Groudon a lot. Or black and yellow. Actually, I think there's a little red in there, too. Yeah, that's a pretty sick shiny. Same with Kyogre. All of the Primal shinies are so good. Yeah, Primal Groudon or Hone Edge would be what came to mind first for that. Well, okay, I guess Groudon did second, but I like a lot of different shiny Pokemon. You know, by color would probably be easier than just as a whole, but yeah, I've never given proper thought to that, weirdly. But those are the answers I'm giving for now. Yeah. But hey, maybe like one of these Pokemon could be shiny and, you know, replace my favorite, huh? Maybe? And that's understandable. Pokemon like Charizard, Rayquaza, Greninja might be a based answer, but that doesn't diminish how cool they are. Black shinies are always really good shinies. Well, except Minior, but that's mostly because you can't see it until after it's been hit. Which is sad. I'm guessing that's a Sneasel that's yet to hatch. They do. As soon as I could, I brought every single Pokemon that had a Mega into ZA that I already had shiny. Also, video of that up on the channel. And that all of them looked really cool. I did forget to do Latios and Latias in that video, but they're the same shiny, so whatever. Oh, it was another Shieldon. Like, the only difference between shiny Mega Latios and Latias are the eyes. Otherwise, they're just kind of like a dark green. But yeah, Mega Rayquaza, Primal Groudon, and Kyogre all look really cool in ZA. Shiny Mega Darkrai, though, actually looks kind of cool. Like the gray and white accents and the... Sir, who invited you? The audacity of this bird. Oh wait, you mean NZA during the battle? I actually didn't know you could run during story battles either. Like, I just kind of went in and either did it or lost. I didn't know I could run. Huh. I do remember how much of a pain Rayquaza was, though. Nah, the Rayquaza fight was awful. Like, some of the fights in ZA were pretty easy, like against the tower, but Rayquaza, not a fun time. Like, two of the worst fights in Legend ZA were Rayquaza and Terragon's unnecessary platforming tower. Because, like, the tower itself was not that bad to traverse. It's just like, my guy, we are all about to die. Why are you constructing a platformer? Jokes aside, yeah. For bosses, Rayquaza was awful, and so was, what was that other thing I had a terrible time with? Yeah, no, I don't even remember. Barbaracle? I think Barbaracle was kind of a pain just because I wasn't expecting it to be so fast. Yeah, that's how I lost at least once, is not expecting him to shoot how he did. Like, I knew he was charging something and going to do something. I just was not expecting it to happen how it did. Actually, I think that's probably why I lost to things whenever I did, is because I was not expecting things to happen how they did. Because in a Legends game, I, am expecting kind of Dark Souls-like gameplay. And some of those fights, yeah, they definitely made it a lot worse than it was in PLA. Others, you could just kind of like run, duck, dive, and weave and all that stuff and win without much issue. But then the energy resources, as you mentioned, those sometimes got pretty bad. When I learned I could withdraw my Pokemon when the enemy was attacking, that was also really good, because that just meant I only had to care for myself and not my Pokemon. But even with that, sometimes the timing was just off a little bit. It does remind me one of these days I need to sit down and actually edit down my Scarvi, or my ZA playthrough, because I still have all my footage of that, I just never put it up. Discord saying anything important recently? Alright, Chelsara, thank you for popping in. It was nice talking to you, nice meeting you, and hopefully I'll see you again someday. I also appreciate the input about the content. I will certainly try to keep it up. I have a bunch of shorts and stuff I need to make for this channel at the very least, so maybe I'll try and make some time for that this week and get the rest of them backed up. Yes. Enjoy your rest. Still have yet to see Sneasel. So does that mean I can't breed Sneasler? It has a gender, so I would assume that I could breed it. Alright. Yeah. I feel like I should check the difference of duck again, because while I'm paying the most amount of attention I can, I like... Am I forgetting what the shiny looks like? Because I feel it's a little more green than blue, but I also feel like it's more brighter blue. Oh. Well, if Sneasler can't breed a Hisuian Sneasel, maybe I'll try to add the Hisuian Sneasel instead and see if that works. Because so far, I've still not seen a single Sneasel. They have, like, a good amount of eggs left, but... I'll say male Hisuian Sneasel is probably, like, one of the hardest things I have left to hunt. Because I can't, like, encourage it to be a male with cute charm like I could in Sword and Shield or BDSP. Probably another one of the few things BDSP actually has as a good thing is overworld abilities working still, and it being probably the last game where overworld abilities worked how they should, other than Flame Body. When is Star World supposed to update? Probably like 5 going to 10 o'clock or something. Yeah, I had Opera pulled up and I didn't even look up the thing I wanted to. I guess I could look it up over here. Yeah, it's just like bluer. I don't think I'll be able to tell if a duck is shiny if I look away or don't pay attention to when it shows up in the stat screen, because yeah, that shiny is just kind of meh. It's like I'm not able to know. Yeah, that's definitely the shiny sprite. What is the duck's name? Quaxley, yeah. I'm a Pokemon professional. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like teal. You know, its feet and head get brighter. But again, unless I see it on the stat screen, I will probably not even realize it. Okay, cool. Sneasel can hatch from these. Okay. Okay, it's just... Okay, cool. I don't have to go and retrieve a Sneasel from home. Cool, 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 cool. We love that. We like that. We appreciate that. That was the last egg. Okay, so thank you for proving I don't need to go into home to fix that, Sneasel. Much appreciated. Oh, I'm not having to waste another 5 minutes doing that. Yeah, still got like yell at Amazon about where my CD from Nate went. Cause like I totally had his whole Songs of Time album and it just disappeared. So like, did he run into some sort of copyright dispute with Nintendo so they had to remove it, or defit? It's been so long since I found a Monster Shiny. And like, I have hunts waiting in both Sword and Shield and BDSP, so this one's the most difficult though, for sure, for sure. Oh well, this is the most annoying. Burmy might be the most difficult. Because even though the Shiny Charm does affect eggs in BDSP, it is still BDSP. But I need to get like a good amount of those stacked up so I can hunt Installation Ruins for Unknown. Yeah, also gotta look up if there's a method I can do for that. Like, know what letters are where specifically. Oh. And a little reminder just to break the silence for a moment. If you're lurking around on the YouTube side, I'm not encouraging you to say anything if you don't want to, but it is highly encouraged to hit the like button because, well, this channel has existed for a hot minute, and I'd like for numbers to, help out. I do intend on trying my best to get more video footage up and not just shorts pointing in the direction of the latest video, but much help that can be gotten is appreciated. I have many content ideas in mind, I just do not have the time to execute as many of them as I do. And hopefully Weewa will bring a lot more content that I can do. But we are a long ways away from Weewa. Because if they're smart, they won't release it till the fall of next year instead of the spring. Oh, why sometimes I do want to just buy the DLC for Violet so I can hunt Shieldon in that. But Shieldon is also the literal only Pokemon I need from the DLC in Violet. Now, granted, if I don't get the shinies I need, I can always, ask somebody with Violet that I can tag team with them and hunt it in, their world. That's at least a benefit of Scarvi. Actually, now that I'm, more friendly with a bunch of the people in, the group, maybe I could ask that sometime of somebody. There's just one right here. This is my last line of eggs. I think it is, but I'm not sure. That was the last line. Only 2 Sneasel is actually kind of correct. Actually, was there only 1? No, there's 2. But still. The 50-50 ratio between them. And no shiny after all that time waiting on that one. I think I might just go this one more egg rotation and end off for the day. Or maybe I'll just say screw it and go longer and hurt myself. Guess we'll see. I'm starting to feel sore. Oh, maybe I'll do, instead of the egg thing only, like, also do a thing where I can maybe go through all my shinies in my Lib Index as it is and name them. Can I name them in home? I don't think I can. I should check that at some point. It'd be cool if I could just name them outright in home. Not need to put them in an applicable game. Because then I need to, like, take batches of Pokemon. Already a good amount of Megas that I need to take from ZA and put them into my living decks because I know they fill spots. Like my Netric or my female Alakazam. Those gender-specific ones are gonna be rough for a video I have in mind. Like, hopefully I have all the backed up and saved footage for those. Otherwise, it's gonna be awkward to rehunt them. I mean, granted, most of them are probably neither Sword or Shield or PLA or BDSP or something, but still. And I can always abuse the Q charm glitch in this one. Well, it's not really a Q charm glitch, it's the shiny hunting thing back in Gen 4? Gen 3? Yeah, maybe after this egg rotation will end off, and then I can play my other gacha games and do Star Rail after it's updated, probably like 10, 11 o'clock. That sounds like a good plan. Speaking of the gacha games, maybe I'll record stuff of those too when I go to do those after this. Because, like, I wanted to do premiere spotlights for my current characters and how they are and stuff in short format and stuff. Try to get that channel on the up and up. Because I wanted to deviate the gacha stuff from the Pokemon content here. Because YouTube algorithms are stupid. Unless you're listed as a variety channel with already 6-figure subs, that does not go well. And since I got probably an even amount of views between the two as it was, You know, we're getting to that point of glitch music that I mentioned where it's kind of tiring. So I think before I continue to click buttons, I'm gonna turn on music for the next like half hour that I'm live. First, I guess I have an egg hatching on Pogo. And it stinks. Welcome back, Mikey. Didn't realize you had popped off. Think I'd asked you a question while you were away. Yes, yes, Gladian, let's get you to your hole, blah blah blah. Why does my throat feel rough? Man, tier makers, there's a lot of things I could do, huh? Wish this dog would show up, though. No. Like, I know I have 5 months, but, those 5 months can slip away if I don't just keep on it. It's like I predict the future. Alright. After this one, I'll reset once more and then hold it while I do eggs. Yeah, no controller. Hold off with me, hold on. Oh, I still do have a few minutes on that. Oh, well. In that case, I guess I'm wrong. Sorry, apparently I miscounted. I think that might reset the clock on the 5 minutes, but I had just claimed eggs, so not that bad. So I guess I'll just check back on 27 instead. Or maybe 28 just to make sure I polish out the rest of the time. Put more of these on here. that reminds me, I need to work hard on the video stuff double because I won't be able to play the Kingdom Hearts games again. Whether I stream them or just like make a video for the Patreon or something. Well, Patreon and TikTok. Welcome back, Jasara. I would hope it would be a compliment because it sounds like one, and I do very much appreciate that. That's honestly the kind of thing I don't hear enough in my lifetime. So I definitely appreciate it. Area Zero, I just feel is a lot more comfortable to hatch eggs because I can just like go round and round and round and round, and there's minimal Pokemon that will interfere. Like occasionally you'll get a Pidgey or not Pidgey, a Fletchling or something show up, but it's usually pretty clear Pokemon. I know people like going back and forth in that one area with the Gen 1 graphics on the tiles, but I always found the circle method was a lot easier in the 3D games, or just in general. Well, yeah, 3D games. I don't think I've ever Masu'd in a 2D game, so I did this a bunch when I was breeding some stuff in Ultra Sun and Moon, and just kind of been my method of hatching for Sword and Shield and Sun Moon, and yeah. Because this is all I gotta do for this. Did I hatch all my eggs and I pay attention? Yup. Yeah, I don't like Masuda in this game, but this is definitely my favorite way to do it. Because at worst, you'll see like a random Pokemon show up every like once in a great while. I can't even remember the last time I saw what the other thing is I think I've seen in here. Numel or something, maybe? I feel like that's right. I will be honest, this is probably gonna be my last batch of eggs, and I'll end off. But I still have like 5 rounds left, so maybe we'll get a shiny. That'd be pretty cool. Because I am definitely getting sore and hungry again, so I should probably take care of that. But I'm gonna write out the rest of these eggs and then do this last null. Hopefully something will be shiny. But Masuda in this game is just like not friendly to me. Like, I've gotten shinies in this game by Masuda, obviously, but it just is not friendly. Is that 3? That 4, okay. Last one with shield on, probably. You could have had a blue face plate. Face. Why do I keep wanting to say face? That's not a word. Face plate. Hopefully somebody in Mod Court or something can help me out and has the Violet DLC and they can just hunt in their game in the future. Because I could, like, remove it from being bred in this and give me more chances for Sneasel. Or the starters. Duck. Not a green-haired duck. It's kind of wild that, like, with how many eggs I've hatched in this game, that duck has never once been shiny. I'm not talking about today, I'm talking about as a whole. Every time I've bred eggs in this game, the duck has been in that list. Wait, was that 5? I like how it gives like an extra burst of energy when hatching regional Pokemon. It's almost like, wait, nope, you're not going to your normal form, you're going to this form. Was that 2 Sneasel or 3? I think only 2. And a duck. Yeah, so that was 3 eggs total. Right, so I should have another shield oncoming. Yeah. Another one bites the dust. I do like seeing more Sneasels on my screen now as opposed to the last batch of eggs where I only got like 2. I do wish they had done like... They probably did do a Sneasel event back when this game was important. But I do wish they had like kept up doing outbreak events for stuff like that more. Because I might have come back to this game more often. Or maybe they did and I just never paid attention to it. At least I can still breed the thing. Because PLA is not the way to get gender exclusives. Gotta do Sword and Shield for Tangela, for sure. Was that 3 or 4? I know, why is my throat so rough? Oh, probably my attack this morning. That would actually add up to that, yeah. So is it the longer horn or the smaller horn that's male? The longer, okay. Or it's not horn, it's a feather. Damn it! That seemed a little brighter than normal, didn't it? The lighting in this game is terrible for a lot of the shinies. Good thing these are literally the last shinies I need that I can get from this game. Well, no, yeah, that is actually about it. Unless I want to grab something for a video or something. But I'm not like other people. I'm not going to recapture the same shinies over and over and over and over and over again for a video unless there's a good reason. Like the Schmelfa video, that was a good reason. Did I regret recatching some of those things? A little bit, but... There's just a last shield on, shield on in the subset. For 2 seconds I thought that was black. But it's also the female, so I would have been mad. What song is this? I know this is Holla GG, but... Oh, the Firefly song. Is that 5? I lost count. One more. Shield on. I need to listen to more of this woman's music. Like, there's so many talented artists, both for originals and covers, that I have not experienced on YouTube and need to. I should watch that live action version of Parasite sometime. Alright, so we'll finish this batch of eggs, check that null, and get food, and I can, like, hunt off Jess's file. Do I have ingredients for a steel sandwich? I should make sure on that before I have her make the room or whatever. I can fly to Blueberry and we can do a thing in the... It'll auto put us somewhere and then I'll just need to, like... Yeah, I think that's how it works. Where is it? The same place as Cranidos? I feel Shieldon is in the same place as Cranidos. What do I need for a steel sandwich again? Prosciutto? I actually feel like I still have the type list in my pictures. Do I still have the type list in my pictures? I do not. I thought it did. Wait. Scarvi sandwich. Haha, I do! W. Steel would be hamburger. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Is it steel rock type or rock steel type? I know I have one egg left, but it's rock steel. Okay. So I need bacon, which is better. Because that's like way easier to stack. Actually, the burger isn't that bad to stack, but... Well, that was it for the eggs. So we have one more check on this thing. Does the doggy want to be shiny? No. Unfortunate, but that's where I leave it for now. I'm not sure if I'll be back tomorrow with this, or if I'm going to do Star Rail, but I will be back to this double hunt soon. But for now, I am going to end off so I can get food and stuff, and then maybe I'll have a friend help me out with that shield on thing and have that removed from the eggs next time. Make things a little easier for Sneasel and the starters. But if you're lurking around on YouTube side, or you haven't done these things yet anyway, please don't forget to hit the like button on this before I end off, because that'll still help things along, I'm pretty sure. And of course, subscribe if you haven't yet. Speaking of subscription, subscribe to everything in the description down below, because that's always appreciated to help any of the platforms grow, as well as, you know, liking, following anything. Twitch side, similar, except for you gotta use the exclamation points to have things pop up or scroll up in chat to when Nightbot was pushing stuff out. And there's no like button, but, you know, follow and stuff. And you can subscribe on the Twitch platform, because I do have benefits like that over here. And at the very least, you get member claims for Pokemon, whether it be like Nuzlocke or maybe stuff in my living decks if you want. But that said, I will be back another time later this week, because I do need to try streaming more in the future. I just usually am busy with this, that, and the other thing. That all said, signing out. Ta-ta for now. Thank you everybody for stopping by, hanging out, chatting with me, all that stuff. Usually it's kind of dead, so I actually very much appreciate everybody. It's been a fun time, and I don't regret coming on today like I usually would. So, much appreciated. You know, love and all that. Hydrate, stay safe, and have a good night, day.